The Mexican border might just decide the US election. Images of migrants crossing over is driving support for Donald Trump.
When I win on November 5th, the migrant invasion ends.
But now crossings are down after the Democrats passed tough new laws. But some are still risking the journey, and it's not just governments they are dodging.
The train just stopped and all the migrants are really nervous.
It's a cartel civil war that's seen migrants targeted for kidnap and ransom. This is their story. This is the Rio Grande, the river separating Mexico and the United States. This crossing used to be packed with people, but now it's quiet. Numbers have dwindled since the US stepped up deportations earlier this year, and Mexican authorities are stopping people from reaching the border. But that's only half the story. Pastor Héctor Silva runs a shelter for migrants here in the town of Reynosa. According to him, they've been scared off by the powerful cartels who are targeting migrants for kidnap and ransom.
Ya ahorita la mayoría ya sabe que al llegar a Reynosa o cualquier punto de la frontera van a ser secuestrados.
The threat from the gangs has turned Reynosa into a ghost town. But for those still willing to risk it, the journey starts 250 miles south. At an abandoned station in central Mexico, they're waiting for a train to what they hope will be a better life. Known as the Beast, the freight service which passes through here has for years been used by migrants to hitch a ride north. For Pancho and his family, it's the latest stage in their journey from Venezuela.
Yo pensaba que anoche iba a llegar gente, yo llegué anoche acá, yo pensaba que iba a llegar gente y no llegó nada, no llegó nadie. La gente tiene temor a subir, pero es por los carteles.
Pancho and his wife Diana have escaped the cartels once before, but only after they threatened to rape his daughter. Now he carries a knife in case they meet again.
Sí. Vea, nosotros tenemos que llegar hasta acá, chama, vea. Nosotros estamos aquí.
In the station they meet Josué, another Venezuelan joining them on the train.
Depende de lo que podamos disponer, llegamos a Chihuahua o a Monterrey.
He cycled 450 kilometers to get here, a journey of optimism and desperation.
¿Y qué llevas acá, hermano?
La esperanza, brother. Dejé toda mi familia allá. Toda la fe está conmigo, toda la fe de mi familia. Ya con eso ya da, basta y sobra.
¿Tienes harto peso?
No, el peso es ligero, si Dios está con uno. Que la hago, lo hago yo, brother.
Finally, they get their chance. The train arrives and begins to slow down at the signal point. The migrants rush for whatever space they can get. Families stacking to the gaps between carriages.
Pancho!
Every second counts. They don't know how long the train will stay for. Josué gets his bike on board and then offers a hand to those running out of time. Traveling on the Beast can take weeks because migrants have no idea where it will stop or for how long. Hundreds have died or lost limbs after falling off. But for the families, sheltering from the wind between the carriages, just being on board is cause for hope. The men keep watch on top of the train, where one wrong move can throw them off.
¿Y a migración le tiene miedo?
No, migración no. Migración lo que uno que puede hacer, agarrarte y bajarte para Tapachula, por allá abajo te llega otra vez. En cambio las otras personas te agarran y te violan, te matan, te hacen de todo. De ahí no te salvan ni mi Dios.
This train used to be packed with migrants traveling up north, but nowadays
just a few of them traveling in between the carriages and on top of the train.
As the train continues, we enter cartel territory and it begins to slow down.
The train just stopped and all the migrants are really nervous because we're in the middle of nowhere. They fear we could be kidnapped.
Eventually, the train gets going again and the migrants breathe a sigh of relief. But as the evening comes, the fear creeps back. It's harder to see when danger is coming, and if the train stops, we are an easy target. No one knows that better than Diana, kidnapped once before.
Yo pasé eso y sé cómo es y no quiero vivirlo otra vez, no quiero que otra persona viva lo que yo viví.
And then the thing everyone's been fearing, the train comes to a halt.
We're in the middle of the night. We've been told that further down the line there's a heavy cartel presence and it's incredibly dangerous. We've decided to drive to the border, but the migrants will continue on the train.
For a week, we wait to hear if the migrants made it to the north.
Gracias a Dios que estamos aquí en la frontera ya.
Diana sends us this video. She's arrived safely at the border and is planning to cross illegally.
Nos están pidiendo plata, 5,000 por cada uno para podernos pasar.
Josué has also made it. He's been granted an appointment to enter the US and apply for asylum, something he's keen to do before a possible Trump victory.
Para esta fecha, 6 de noviembre, me salió la cita, ya voy a poder entrar legalmente a Estados Unidos.
The fate of people like Josué has become one of the driving forces of US politics. As Americans prepare to vote, it's not just their lives that will be affected by the outcome. Hope for a better future will continue to drive people to make this dangerous journey, no matter who wins the White House.